Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
Hey everybody.
And welcome to Pillow Talk,
Yes, welcome again to Pillow Talk.
episode number 89. Can you
Yeah.
believe it, Jamel? 89 episodes?
And I got my pillow to head. Yes, I do.
Yes, dialysis wore us out today.
Yes, it did. It just and it's never made me feel like this before. This is really like the first time I've ever come out of dialysis and just felt drained.
Exhausted.
Yeah. I don't even think it's exhaustion. I just feel drained. Like, I don't have no energy to do anything.
Yeah, that's what I say exhausted.
Mm.
You just feel I know me because they drained me a lot today. They drained me a lot. I
Well,
don't
I
know
know
how
they
much.
took a lot of water off of me, a lot of fluid off of me today.
Hey Taisha, hey Brenda. They took a lot of fluid off me too.
Yeah.
Nothing more than usual, but it was a lot.
No, she took a lot. She was like, "It's four too much," and I was like, "I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they said to me. It's four too much. If you could handle four, then Andrea. Hey Andrea.
I don't know if she took four, but
As long as your blood pressure didn't drop, they probably did. Hey Melissa. Hey Lisa.
apparently my blood pressure has been fine because what I've been doing, Joseph, is I've been taking my blood pressure medication in the morning before I go,
Mm,
and so when I get there, when they check my blood pressure before they start dialysis, my blood pressure is fine. It seems.
yeah.
uh, and then it's fine afterwards.
Yeah,
So
because yours was running high. See, yours was running high even during dialysis,
yeah, mine was
which
right here.
is kind of abnormal.
Hmm.
Because once they start pulling water, it should start like me. Mine start dropping, and because they pulling the fluid off me, so that's why I have to take my medicine
Yeah.
to keep my blood pressure kind of stable. Because if I don't, it'll be like 90/66.
Well, I think that's why they want me to go to cardiology because they're trying to decipher why my blood pressure is so high, it runs so high.
No, Lisa, not all the time, just sometimes. Like today, I think for Tramel, because I didn't know they took 4 liters of fluid off him. It's probably because he ain't used to having that much fluid taken off him. That's probably why he's exhausted.
No, I think because they usually only take like two or
Right.
three.
Me, I'm exhausted because they didn't take nothing abnormal off of me, but what I normally do. But I didn't go to sleep until like 4:30 in the morning, and then I got up at 8:30. I slept while I was there. They had to wake me up and tell me I was done. And I still was sleepy on the ride home. And I came home 8 and I took a little nap. So I know why I was exhausted.
Well,
Hey, James Setta.
that's one thing, Joseph, that I can say that I'm really happy about is that I have really been getting my rest. I've really been sleeping, You know me, Joseph, I used to stay up until the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I was an insomniac,
Hey,
you
Trisha.
know. I would stay up and I couldn't sleep. And that was for years. And now all of a sudden I'm getting my rest and um I feel good
Don't it
about
feel
that.
amazing?
Hmm. I feel good. I wake up, sometimes it's hard for me to wake up, but when I wake up, I feel nice and refreshed because I've been getting my rest. It's been so hard these past years to sleep, to get, good sleep. And I've been getting my
Hey,
sleep.
Denise.
That's the one thing I can say. Um, I, 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 I don't know. When I'm ready to go to sleep, you know what I do? I put myself in a position where I'm ready to go to sleep because I sleep on my stomach. So because I sleep on my stomach, I take my pillow and I wrap it around my arms, and I hold it and I just go to sleep. And that's what works for me. And I'm glad.
Yeah, it's because before you'd be up all hours of the night
Yeah.
and then I'd be asleep. And then when I wake up, you just going to sleep.
Hmm.
But now we can enjoy the day together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one thing about dialysis, honey. You will sleep.
Oh yeah,
It
you will.
it does give you insomnia sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Like sometimes I do get insomnia where I can't go to like last night. Last night it was because of that noise, but I couldn't sleep. But on the average, I get my rest. I'll tell you, as soon as my head hit the pillow, I'm out normally.
Uh-huh.
If I'm not out, it's because I realize, like I told y'all, that game I'm playing on my phone, it stimulates the brain. So I can be sleepy as hell and start playing that game and become wide awake. So I can't play that game like right when I'm trying to go to sleep because it'll keep me awake.
Yeah.
But
Well, we got to go to sleep tonight because we got to get up very early in the morning.
yes, you made this appointment at the crack of dawn.
Yeah, it was the only appointment that I could get. Otherwise, I would have had to wait till April.
You should have told me. I would have gave you the number to mine because I go see mine next month. At the beginning of next month, next week. No, not
Mhm.
next week. The week after the next.
Well, I didn't know, and
It
then
don't matter.
I still have some other appointments that I need to make as well.
Hey, Chris, did you ever find out where we going?
I have the address.
As long as it ain't far,
I don't
far.
think it's far. I have the address.
Cause I don't mind. I like early in the morning doctor's appointments. Child, get in, and get it over with.
Yeah.
So I ain't really mad at it. I'm mad at it, but I ain't really mad at it. Yes.
Well, today was a pretty draining day. I got, I was sitting in my dialysis chair. I was getting my dialysis done, and I slept, and I woke up and I slept, and I woke up and I slept. I was just so frustrated today with the nurses. You know, these new nurses that they have. They're just so slow to me. I'm like, my dialysis is done. Like me, when something is done, I'm ready to go. You know, and it just felt like it was taking them forever to do everything. The girl, she opens up one of my veins, and just blood just starts spraying everywhere. Did you see it?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah. She went to put the gauze down on my arm, and the blood just started spraying everywhere because she was too slow. I mean, these girls, they just, it seems like, you know they just are not being, um they're not doing the job.
Right.
And then she left me sitting there, and then she left. She just left the floor. And I'm like, okay, I'm sitting here and I'm holding my arm. I'm holding one arm, one thing, and I'm like, well, where did she go? She never came back. The other girl was like, well, where did she go? She was like, oh, she left. I said, what do you mean she left? She said she left. She went home. I'm like, are you kidding me? How do you go from helping a patient to just leaving and going home?
So just walking out and going
Yeah,
home.
that's exactly what she did. And then the other girl, she came and she helped me, and then she wanted to, take 10 hours to do everything else except help me. So I ended up there sitting there for another 30 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go.
We go 3 times a week, Lisa. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But yeah,
But
they know I don't play because I start yelling across. So, could you tell her to come take me up, please? Because I don't be playing. You should have called Marlene and told Marlene to come tape you up. She would have did it.
well, I was trying not to do that. I was trying
No,
to
no,
be.
I mean in a nice way. I don't. You
Yeah.
see,
I
I
mean,
don't be
well,
yelling and screaming at them.
I was calling myself being patient.
Right. But after a certain amount of time, child, enough is enough.
Hmm. But I finally was able to get out of there, and we got
Because I swear I
home.
was about to come in and be like, well, what the hell?
Yeah. I finally was able to get out of there. We got home. We had something to eat,
Oh, that
and
food you cooked last night was good.
oh, really, you liked it?
Cause I didn't eat none of the food y'all saw him cook on the live last night. On the video last night, I didn't have none of it last night. I had it today. It was really good.
How did y'all enjoy my cooking video? Did you enjoy my cooking video last night? And let me just say this.
Our minds went to the same place.
What?
I know it went to the same place.
What?
What you about to say?
What I'm getting ready to say?
I know our minds
I
went to
don't
the
need
same
nobody
place.
telling me about no damn cross contamination and all this other shit. You know, whoever you are that made your little comment, thank you for your comment, but your comment ain't necessary. I know about cross contamination and touching meat and so on and so forth. But if you look, dummy, at the video, you'll see that after I touched my steak, I didn't touch anything else. So there was no cross contamination. Number one. Number two is when you're doing a cooking video, you're not concerned about cross contamination and touching this and touching that. We don't need your little extra comments about your cross contamination. If that's something that you don't do, that's something that you don't do.
Well, I mean, most of the time when people in their house cooking, doing their thing, they cook the way they want to cook.
Right.
See, that's why I haven't given y'all a cooking video yet. Cause see, when y'all come on my cooking video with the comments, I ain't got nothing but time to start reading y'all. Cause I'm gonna tell you to make me a video of how you cook. Cause I want to see how clean it is. I want to see all the cross contamination. I want to see how many times you wash your
Oh, I'm
motherfucking
clean.
hands.
There's nothing. There was nothing that was not clean
No, no,
about
no.
my
But I'm
video.
just saying, because people always got something to say, but they ain't making videos of themselves cooking. They act like they're the FDA.
Yeah, but my thing
Like
was,
they
how
go in
dare you?
restaurants and give them grades for how they keep their cooking up.
Right.
It's always people on social media that want to tell you what to do and tell you how to do it. And that's what pisses me off. When
Yeah.
I don't ask for your opinion, I don't care about your opinion. You're not helping me by telling me, oh, don't touch the chicken and then touch the fork. Bitch, I do what I want. If I wasn't on camera, I'd be doing it.
How dare you
So,
insinuate that I'm not being clean? I mean, that was my thing. It's like, how dare you insinuate that
but then
I'm
you
not
wanna
being clean?
stock it with, oh, but it looks delicious. Oh, bitch, please. You should have just said that and kept it moving.
Right.
Don't. But let me give you a word of advice. Nobody asked for your word of advice.
Right.
Nobody. And that's the part that people be killing me with. If I put something on social media, you're right. You can comment on whatever I put on there. That's your opinion and you're right. But then when I come back at you, that's my opinion and my right to let you know I don't give a fuck.
Right.
So,
How dare you insinuate that I'm not being clean? That's my thing. Is there was nothing that I was doing that was causing my meal to be not clean, and that's what insults me. You know.
you know
Um,
what insults me is now when I'm touching chicken, I ain't gonna lie. I'm real. I'll touch my chicken, I wash my hands. I'll season the chicken, I wash my hands. Or not even necessarily with soap, at least run water on them for that reason. But when I'm cooking steak and pork and fish, child, I ain't got time for that. I ain't worried about all of that. Ain't like I'm touching the actual food and that I just touched raw meat with and I'm sticking my hand in a pot of cooked rice. Like,
no,
come
it doesn't
on.
insinuate that you're a dirty person. That's what the person was trying to insinuate. Is that I was a dirty
Hey,
person and
AJ.
that I was not cooking my food properly. I know how to cook. I'm from the South. I know how to cook.
Child,
Back
Southern
back back
people,
back in the day, back in the '60s, and back in the day in the slavery days, there wasn't no such thing as no goddamn cross contamination. People just cook. We just cook.
right? Because once it hit the heat, big deal. I mean, that's the whole purpose of cooking.
Right. So
The
shut the fuck
fire.
up and mind your goddamn motherfucking business. You cook the way you motherfucking want to cook, and let me cook the way I want to motherfucking cook. If I want to cause cross contamination, then goddamn it, I'ma do it. You
All
ain't got to
right.
eat it. You ain't got to eat it. I do.
All right. And if I get sick, guess what? You ain't taking care of me either.
Sure enough, ain't. So we're gonna move along with that. I
Did you
hope
get
that
that
you
out of your
enjoyed.
system?
At the end of the day, I hope that you enjoyed my cooking video, regardless whether you saw cross contamination or what. I hope that you enjoyed my cooking video. And if you like the recipe and you want to try the recipe, then try the recipe. It was very good, wasn't it, Joseph?
Yes, I know. I got a message last night saying, "Ooh, I got to add that jambalaya to my menu."
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is, child. Everybody want to be a critic on social media,
Yeah.
but I don't see them making videos.
Right.
I don't. It's what kills me is they always want to sit back and read us content creators, but yet they ain't in front of a camera.
Right.
They ain't in front of a camera. They ain't making videos, but they got a whole bunch of opinions that half of us didn't even ask for to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Half of us didn't. Then they get mad when you come for them.
But then you
Hey
know what?
AJ.
Why do we make those people so important?
Hey Kay.
Why do we give them a platform?
Hey William.
I think we give them a platform because we get so infuriated with some of the things that they say.
Because
You know.
I get infuriated because it's easy to sit there and type something on your phone or type something on a tablet or type something on the computer when you ain't doing what I'm doing.
Right.
You ain't did it not one day in your life. You won't do it because you scared of what people gonna say to you.
Right.
But yet you got a whole lot to say about all of us that do it.
So
You got
easy
a
for
whole,
you to tell me I'm
and
wrong.
it's fine. It's fine because we put ourselves out there. And in order to do this, you have to have tough skin. But don't ever think, and I can promise you this, don't ever think you will come at me, Joseph McRae, and ever think you're gonna say whatever you want, and I'm not gonna take the time to sit back and read you for dog shit, because I will. Because I didn't ask your fucking opinion. You can leave it. I can't stop you from leaving your opinion. But if I don't agree with it and I feel that it's coming from a negative place and I start letting you have it, oh well, too bad for you. Cause I just like you have yours, I have mine. Half of y'all don't have a picture because you never mind. Never mind. I ain't gonna say all of that. But anyway, it's hard being a content creator, but dealing with these trolls and keyboard warrior. AJ, who you telling? Who you telling? Because that's all they are. Because if they was in your face, they wouldn't say jack shit. They wouldn't say nothing. They would say absolutely nothing. And that's what I learned, that most of them trolls and keyboard warriors, honey, they don't have a life. They don't have no friends. They don't have a life. They don't have shit going for them. This is the only way this is their only outlet to feel important in their life. Hey Margie. If I didn't speak to everybody, I apologize. Shout out to the Bush babies. Shout out to the Bush babies. But yeah, anyway, moving on from that, because I told Tramel, I said, "Did you see the comment your first cooking video got?" I said I wanted to read them, but I was like, "Nah, I ain't wasting my time." Sometimes I don't even waste my time. I don't, because I just, why am I arguing with somebody that I ain't ever gonna see? Uh, but they don't know me. I don't know them. I'm not arguing with people. You want to leave a nice comment, then you follow up with some bullshit, like your little nice comment took away from the bullshit. It don't work that way with me. But anyway, it is what it is. I had 1,000 followers on my last YouTube page, and the trolls almost got you fired, and got my page shut down because they ain't like my content. Did you guys see that?
The trolls need
Tasha
to have
K.
several seats. That's what they need to do. These trolls, these people out here that be trolling, they need to have several goddamn seats because half of the time they don't know what they talking about. Then the other half, they such punks and such cowards that they can't even make themselves known.
Lisa, I didn't watch it because we already know she's a liar because she admitted to lying on Cardi B. So watching her interview was a waste of my time.
Tasha K.
Yes. And that was already, that whole situation was already taken care of last year when Larry Reid sued a different content creator for the same allegations. And it was dismissed or whatever it was in court, and the content creator had to take down all the videos that had anything to do with Larry Reid. So it's like, what does she have that the other one didn't have? And she probably got what she got from the other content creator,
Right.
because they want to take Larry Reid down with a passion, and it just ain't happening.
And can't.
So
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. It, to each his own, and that's the problem. And you know what? I was just now before I got on here listening to King Jobs on Facebook, and he's right. You don't have no friends in social media.
You sure enough don't.
Cause them bitches will smile in your face, use you, and talk about you like a dog, and then move on to the next content creator.
And then the ones that do try to portray themselves as your friends. They want to break down your channel, and you shouldn't do this, and you shouldn't do that, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. So you really don't have no friends in social media. The only thing you have is critics, and that's it. People want to critique you. They want to critique what you're doing. Oh, what you're doing. I love your channel. I love what you're doing. I love your content, but you need to do this, but you need to do that, or you should do this, or you should do that.
Or like with Tasha K and Storm Monroe. Soon as they have a falling out, I made him who he was. I did it. But if he didn't have the personality, if he didn't have the tenacity to do it, what did you make?
Right.
You didn't make nothing.
Right.
What, you got him a couple of followers?
Right.
Big deal.
You could send as many followers over to somebody that you want, but if they don't like what that person is giving, they're not gonna stay.
Right.
And that's the whole thing. We've had that done to us where people say, I brought these people to you, and my people this and my people that. But your people came over here and they liked us. They came over here and they liked us. If they didn't like us, then they wouldn't have stayed. The ones that didn't like us didn't stay.
Because I ain't begging nobody to stay.
I sure enough ain't gonna beg nobody to stay, neither, child. But you don't. And you know what? I remember when we first started doing this, somebody told us that you don't ever think that you have friends in social media. Don't ever think that the next person is your friend, because there's going to be somebody. There's always going to be somebody that claims to be your friend that's going to be trying to do every single thing that they can do to break you down. And that's what you cannot let them do. And I think that's the reason why Joseph and I have been around for as long as we have, is because we made the decision in the beginning that, number one, we weren't going to do this for the money. Number two, we weren't going to sacrifice who we were to be popular in social media, meaning we weren't going to be those messy content creators that just did things just to make money or just to get clicks and views, because in the beginning, everybody was like, oh, you guys need to continue to do those Andrew Carwell videos. For what? For what? We don't even know this guy. We don't know him. We never met him a day in our life. So what's the sense in us trying to build a platform off of Andrew Carwell? That's the other thing. We made the decision that we weren't going to sacrifice our integrity to get clicks and views and to make money. And we have a small following.
And I just realized,
we're humble. We're very humble. We have a small following, but we appreciate our small following, and our small following appreciates us, and that's good enough for us. Now, would we love to make more money? Of course we would love to make more money. Would we love to have more clicks and views? Of course we would love to have more clicks and views. But there may come a day when that happens. When that day comes, we'll be happy. If it never comes, we'll be okay.
Because what used to get me was when we did the first Andrew videos, how people would email us and the things they would tell us. And I believed most of them. And they wanted us to make fun of how he got his food. And first of all, I'm not making fun of somebody if they can't afford to eat and they go to the restaurant after hours and the restaurant gives them what they have left over. I'm not, first of all, I applaud the restaurant for being that generous and doing that. Ouch. So the person wouldn't have to pay for the food. And second of all, I'm not making fun of anybody that needs a way to eat. And I'm just like,
Or
people
does he
are
have a place to
messy.
live?
People are just messy. The things that they would email us about, and they had receipts. So a lot of these things were true. And I'm like, I'm not doing this.
Right.
I'm not doing this. Like, technically, you didn't do nothing to me. I'm just reporting on what I'm seeing on social media that you did to other people. I'll do that,
Right.
but I'm not going to sit and ever make fun of your of your downfall.
Right. Now, did we like him as a person? No, we didn't like him as a person. But just because I don't like you as a person doesn't mean that I have to drag you through the coals.
Right.
But that's what social media is all about. People want it, and that's the sad part. That's the sad part about us as a people, is that I see absolutely nothing but us as a people dragging one another
But
down.
that's because people like mess. For whatever reason, people want the mess. People like the mess. And when they give them the mess, they getting these big ass checks from YouTube because people are watching. People are forwarding the video. People are sharing the video.
Mhm.
Ooh, did you hear what such and such said about so and so? And ooh, look at what this preacher's doing now. And ooh, da 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 da. And it's like, I mean, if you like mess, you like mess. That's your business. But I don't have to. I don't have to report mess. I watch people do mess. Me and Tramel have been messy. I'm not gonna sit here and say we haven't. We made plenty of videos reading for filth. People that tried us, and they garnered thousands of views. And it's like,
It's too much energy for me to be messy. It just is. It's just you know I love positive energy. I love encouraging people. I love I love building people up. I love just motivating people to be better. I love showing people the great things about life instead of always showing them the negativity and the bad
right.
and the worst and the enemy. And that's just my spirit.
I would rather get an email telling me that I helped you through going through chemotherapy as opposed to getting an email from somebody saying, "Ooh, did you know she was on chemotherapy, girl?" There's a big difference in both those emails.
Right.
One is you trying to get me to be messy to put somebody business in the street.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is somebody coming to you saying, "Thank you. I appreciate you doing what you do." And that's why we do it. We started out doing it, you know, well, our whole platform took a big turn.
Well, it's Joseph, like for instance, we talk a lot about things that we deal with. Being on dialysis and having kidney disease and things like that. We talk some about the negative, but we talk about those negative things to share with the next person that may or may not be going through the same things that
Right.
we're going through. There's a difference. There's a difference in what we share versus somebody saying something negative.
Right.
There's a difference. There's a big difference. Our platform is more so to
Inspire.
inspire and encourage people and say, okay, yes, I know you're going through this. I'm going through this, but we're going through it together. or I can relate to what you're going
Right.
through.
You know, and
You
people have
know.
told me in Tramel they wanted to give up. They sent us email telling us they wanted to give up, but then they hear us talk about what we going through,
Hmm.
and we just inspire them to keep trying and go on and stuff like that.
Because they don't feel so alone. I don't, you
Because you,
know.
especially if you're a person like me that don't share with people, you just
Hmm.
keep everything inside. And
Hmm.
you know, I remember the first time I broke down in front of Tremele, he got scared because Tremele never seen me break down ever. He just knows that's my husband. He's so strong. Tremele tell you Joseph don't never complain. He's just one of the strongest people I know. And child, when they told me I had AFib, that just I was like, oh my God, what else? I just want to die. And I just had a moment. I just really had a bad moment. And Tremel was scared because I was just like, I want to give up. I don't want to do this
Yeah,
no
because I
more.
had never seen you give up like that.
Right. And I told him, I said, babe, just let me have this moment. I'm always strong, like you said. I need this vulnerable moment. I need to live in this for a minute. I need to just break down and be vulnerable
Yeah.
and live in this for a
And I
minute.
let you live in it, and
Right.
you got
And
through
I
it.
said, tomorrow, trust me, I'll be back to my regular self.
Hmm.
And I was. Like, I didn't want to go to the hospital. We even left the hospital. And Tremel was scared. He was like, babe, are you really? I said, Tremel, you have to come back here tomorrow for a procedure. I was like, so while you're getting your procedure, I'm going to go downstairs to the emergency room. And it just so happened that when he was done, they was calling me in the back. So I was able to get done what I needed to get done and do
Hmm.
what I needed to do.
Yep.
And
And we made it through.
right.
We
Because
weathered through it.
sometimes you have to have those vulnerable moments,
Yeah.
especially when you're a strong person. Like I had to have that moment. I just felt like every time I turned around, it was something different. It was this, it was that, it was this, it was that, it was this, it was
Hmm.
that. Um,
And anybody here that is in our conversation that deals with you know, any type of illness will tell you that dealing with illnesses is not
give me
is
your
not an
phone.
easy thing. It's a
Drop this
struggle.
bitch.
It's a struggle. It's not easy, you know. And so, you know, because it's not easy, it's every day is you know, a question mark. You know, you have your good days, you have your hills to climb, you have your bad days, you have your not so good days, you have your days that are just mediocre, you know. And so and that's what your life is about. You had to block.
Some bitch asking some stupid ass shit that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. That makes me mad too.
But yeah, I mean, you weather through. It's called weathering through. That's what your life becomes. You know, when you're dealing with you know, a chronic condition in your life. You know, and thank praise God for the people that don't deal with these things. You know, my bless your heart, bless your heart if you don't have to deal with, you know, a chronic illness. You know, bless your heart, bless your heart, and I pray that you never have to. You know, that's what I do. You know, I say a prayer for those that don't have to weather through chronic illnesses like kidney disease and cancer
Hey, Carrie.
and HIV and, you know, all these different chronic illnesses that are out here. I I pray for those that don't ever have to go through it. Because there's some people that never get sick. There's some people that don't ever have to deal with a chronic illness, you know. Bless your heart, bless your heart, and bless your soul, you know.
Hey,
And
Leon.
and I pray every day for those people that they never have to experience some of the things that we that have chronic illnesses have to deal with, because it's not easy.
And Monica, you right. When the mess stops, what else do you have to give your people? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you looking under a rock like, well, what am I going to do now? I can't talk about this person no more because, it's over with or whatever the case may be. So now it's like you got to find more content or start talking about somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just tell y'all, I'm not going to just start going off on people in the chat when they start doing stupid shit. If the monitors don't catch it, if the moderators don't catch it, I'm just going to block them. Block them. Don't put them in time out. Don't give them 300 minutes to wait. Just block
Block
them
them.
bitches from our channel
Mm-hmm.
because I don't have the time. I'm not going to have the time. Hey, Carrie, I don't have the time. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with people, especially when I ain't never seen you in my chat before and you just come or asking some off the wall bullshit questions. I know the question was asked and me and Tremella gay. I'm not stupid. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid? But you also an asshole because if you think a gay man don't know a beautiful woman when he see one, that's where you're really dumb. Because most gay men are attracted to women that we feel are beautiful and want them to be our friends and want to hang around them.
Mm.
Right, Monica? It becomes a never ending series of dragging people.
Yeah, well, I don't get people like that energy. I just don't. I just, you know, I have too many things that I deal with on a daily basis to deal with negative energy, and that's one of my that's one of my goals in 2023 is to only deal with the positive energy. You know, anything other than positive energy means absolutely nothing to me. You know, you're it's a figment of my imagination. I just don't want to. I just don't feel like I should have to give anything to that.
It's not a figment of your imagination.
It is. I make it a figment of my imagination when I see negativity, when I see negative energy, when people say negative things. I know that I have a choice to either ignore it or give it some type of attention. And what I choose to do is not give it any attention at all.
Right, because let me tell y'all, I think if you on my Facebook page, you saw what I put today. I'm keeping my peace by any means necessary. And
Mm-hmm.
if that means, but first of all, you try to get peace in your life, you lose a lot of people because you realize that they're the ones that's creating the chaos and the havoc. And they're the ones that's getting you upset and keeping you mad and angry all the time because like Tremel said, negative energy. I don't have time for all of that no more.
Yeah, it
I just don't.
fades. If you give it no attention, it fades. If you give it no attention, it is ignored, and it means nothing. What does negative energy mean if you give it no? If you give it no.
No, but I just can't because some people are just always negative. They just never have nothing good to say. They have never have nothing nice to say to you. It's always something negative. It's always something that like sets you up for failure.
And I ignore you.
And it's
I
like,
ignore you.
no, but I'm saying for me, I'm not even going to ignore you. I'm just going to remove you out of my life.
Right.
Because if you have
Exactly.
nothing positive to say to me, then why are you here?
Right.
Why are you here? Like, why do I even talk to you? Why do we even? I don't care. It could be a friend I had forever. It could be a family member. I don't care. I'm just tired of people who never have nothing positive to say to you.
Right.
It's always something negative. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you too fat. Oh, you too this. Oh, you too that. Da 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 da
Mm-hmm.
da.
Mm-hmm.
But then you come around them 50 pounds skinny, and they don't tell you
Mm-hmm.
that you know, oh wow, you lost so much weight.
Mm-hmm.
No, they'll never do that. But child, let them see. Oh, you're getting really fat. You need to go on a diet.
Right.
But then you lose 50 pounds, and you standing there like, okay, bitch, now what you gonna say?
Mm-hmm.
And they looking at you like, I know you don't think I'm giving you a compliment because you lost weight.
Right. And I want to share this. I had a friend just recently. They used to always say negative things to me. They used to always want to critique me and say you do this wrong and you do that wrong, you do this wrong. And I simply had to say to them, I am who I am. You either like me or you don't. And I think now you know, we have both come to an understanding that that's just what it is. And we're better friends because we recognize that, I am who I am and they are who they are. And, because we respect one another as that we're better, we're in a better place with one another. You know, um,
Yeah.
that's how life has to be for me. You know,
Yes, Janice, you're absolutely right, because that's the way I was all my life. Always wanted to hang around
I
beautiful,
got
well
you know
taken
what it
care of
is,
women.
Joseph. I got tired of defending me. Why do I always have to defend who I am? I don't. I shouldn't have to defend who I am. You either accept the who I am or you don't.
I don't defend. I've never defended who I
I
was.
used to, but I don't
I mean,
anymore.
if people told me they didn't like my attitude or I was too arrogant, I say, okay, that's your business. Then don't talk to me.
Hmm. See, I
Like
used to defend myself. I'm not
people,
doing that no more.
people used to try to, I guess, if you want to say, bring me down or say I was too high on a horse or who did I think I was because I thought I was better than everybody. I never thought I was better than anybody. So let's get that correct. And I've told people that. I was like, I never thought I was better than anybody. I said, but if you think I'm gonna walk around here with my head down and all insecure and shit just because you are, I'm sorry to inform you that's not going to happen. I know who I am as a person. I know that I'm cute as
Hmm.
hell. I know I look good. I know when I'm ready to, I can dress my ass off. I know I smell good. I These are things that I know.
It's
So if you
called
don't
loving
like,
yourself.
if you don't
Loving
like
yourself.
the arrogance that I project when I'm in this moment, that's not my problem. That's yours. Evaluate yourself. Don't ever tell me I'm too much because it just might be that you're not enough.
Hmm.
I'm never too much. I'm giving what I know I can give, all that I can give. Maybe you're not enough. Maybe you're not enough to stand next to me, and you know that. So you want to sit there and tell me, "Oh, well, you're not all that, and you need to stop thinking so highly of yourself, and you need to this, and you no, bitch, no, I know I don't. Maybe you need to start thinking highly of yourself."
Yeah, but you know, exactly. I'm so glad that you said thinking highly of yourself because, you know, I realized that all those years of me defending myself, I didn't love myself. But then something clicked in my head and said, Tramel, you have to start loving you and the person that you are and stop allowing people to come into your life and tell you who you are. And once I started loving myself, I stopped having a problem with what other people thought of me. If you thought bad of me, it's okay because that's your opinion and you are entitled to your opinion. You have a right to feel whatever way you want to feel. But on my side of the fence, I'm going to continue to love me. And once I started learning how to love me, I stopped having a problem with how everybody else felt about me, and it made me a better person, and it makes me a better person every day. It's a part of my evolution. It's a part of, my growth, and the person that I am and the person that I'm becoming. It just and it makes me so much bigger than what I thought I really was, because people have a tendency to make you feel this big. But if you love yourself, oh my God, Joseph, how big do you feel when you love yourself?
You just, I've learned a long time ago, like I said, I've been told I was conceited, I was arrogant, I think I'm better than people, da 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 da. All those things that they pointed out about me are things that they didn't possess in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So don't say that I have a problem. I don't have a problem. You have a problem
Right.
because you don't think these things about yourself. I can think whatever the hell I want about myself. I don't treat people wrong or negative because I can feel all day long that I'm the hottest thing walking. That don't make it true. But in my mind, bitch, ain't nobody doing it better than you. Ain't nobody rocking it better than you. If you don't feel highly about yourself, who will? Who will? I'm not going to sit around with my head down and just be some miserable little something because you're upset about my confidence. My confidence level is too high for you. So let me beat him down. And I never cared about what people thought about me. Never. I'll tell them in a minute, bitch. The same revolving door you used to walk into my life, you can use to walk out. And I've had people with low self-esteem tell me, I don't like the way you treat people. You just act like people are expendable. They are. I didn't ask you to be here. Well, if these people like you and they want to be your friend, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care who wants to be my friend and who don't want to be my friend. If you don't like me for who I am, if you can't accept me 100% and know that I am enough, then fuck you. I don't care if you want to be my friend or not. I'm not changing shit about myself to make you comfortable. If you ain't comfortable in your own skin, that's not my problem. That's your problem. You deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why people say, oh, you're so arrogant. No, I'm not arrogant, bitch. But what you're not going to do is beat me down and make me feel some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. I don't care. You know how many people that you need to be brought down or not.
Or,
You
people want you to be where they are in life. I'm not where you are in life. I'm never going to be where you are. Where, some of us are at the same, at the same line, but there are some of us that aren't, and it's okay. We need to start teaching each other. It's okay if you're not where I am.
A person that picks you apart is a person that has a low self-esteem. Trust me. When you start hearing all this, oh, you're arrogant, oh, you're too this, oh, you're too that, oh, you're too, trust me, it's a person with low self-esteem and they're feeling some way about your confidence level and they want it and they just can't seem to acquire it no matter what they do. And it starts with self-love. Because once I started loving myself, honey, I couldn't be shook. But
Mm-hmm.
before I started loving myself, oh, I could be shook. Oh, trust me, I
Well,
could
see,
be
that's the
shook.
thing about me is when I see somebody that is ahead of me or has something that I want, that ain't nothing but motivation for me. That's motivation for me to strive to be where that person is. If I feel like I want to be where that person is, that's nothing but motivation for me. I love being motivated. I love for somebody to put fire up under me, if it's the right kind of fire. Yeah, because there's a difference in what kind of fire somebody can put up under you, you know. But I love motivation. I love being motivated.
See
If
me,
you're a person that is a millionaire and you did this to be a millionaire, that ain't nothing but motivation for me to try to strive to get to be where you are.
and like for me, because my confidence level, honey, when I see somebody, man or woman, walk in the room, and I'm like, who? Wait a minute, honey, I'm already here. So why you walking in here like you own the building? I own the building, bitch, and I
Mm-hmm.
want to get to know them.
Mm-hmm.
Cause for real, I want to get to know people with a confidence level as
Yeah,
high
I
as
want to know
mine.
who that person is
And
because
you
that's
know what I'm
that's
talking about.
motivation for me.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
There are people that walk in the room and they walk in the room like, okay, bitch, the party can start because I'm here now. And
yeah,
they don't even have to say a word. It's just when they walk in the room, they exude confidence
right,
and exude all of that. And
right.
those people, I'm like,
That's
who?
the person that I want to know. That's the person that I want to know, and that's motivation for me. That's not me being. That's not envy for me. It's not jealousy for me. That's motivation for me because I want to know. Okay, if you walk into this room and you got all this attention, I want to know how do I do the same thing
And
that
then,
you
you
do.
know what? For me, it's not even them getting attention. It's, oh, for example, when I met my best
Oh,
friend.
I'm just using that as
No,
an
no, but I'm saying
example.
when I met my best friend, you know who my best friend is.
Mm-hmm.
When I met him, I was standing next to him and he was standing there like he was the answer. So I asked my other friend, I said, who is that? So he told me, I said, okay, and he was like, what do you mean, okay, and I was like, who does he think he is? And he
Mm-hmm.
was like, and I, at first I was like taken aback because I'm like, okay, this bitch is standing here like he's me. I got to know him. We have been best friends over 30 years. And do you not understand when we walk in the room, people say the same thing. Who do them bitches think they are? They
Mm-hmm.
walking in here with their little heads up high and da 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 da. But I love people with the same confidence that I
Right.
have.
Right.
I
Exactly.
love it because they exuding the same confidence. They're exuding the same the everything.
Mm-hmm.
The whole vibe is there,
Yeah.
and I don't have to worry about them trying to put me down or well, you two this and you two that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
bitch. Well, so are you. So
That's
now,
like when we walk in the room.
right?
or anytime that we've made appearances places, people are like, "Who are those two?"
Right. People
You
do it all
know?
the time. When me and Tramel walk in the room, when we went to the prides, they was like, "Oh, we were looking for y'all. Who are y'all?" Yeah,
Yeah, they want to
everybody
know
was
who we
taking
are.
pictures of y'all, and they want to know who we are. And I'm like, I like that.
Yeah,
I do. I like it. I ain't gonna
yeah.
lie. I like it because I don't have to say a word. All I got to do is walk in the room, and it
Mm-hmm.
is what it is. And I was a little taken back because I let Tramel dress me in his aesthetic, which was fine because
Ooh,
I didn't have a
Lord.
problem with it. But being in his aesthetic and seeing how much attention we were getting, just being the way we were looking, the way we looked, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, this is why everybody when my
Do you know
husband
how
goes
much I
anywhere.
enjoyed that? I enjoyed that. I enjoyed. I was like, he finally just broke down and just let me do it,
Yeah.
and it worked. It really did. It
I told
worked.
you I was.
It
I
worked.
said, Tramel, I'm gonna let you do whatever you want. I'm gonna give you what you want as long as what you pick I feel would be
Mm-hmm.
visually appealing on me. I didn't have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I was a little thrown by them jackets because I was
Mm-hmm.
like, but then when I started losing the weight, I was like, okay, these will work. Um, but I really enjoyed it. And I enjoyed us being dressed alike.
And I
As
like
corny as it was,
yeah.
I enjoyed. But we were at a function, so it wasn't like we was just walking around in the street dressed alike like
Right.
twins. We
Right.
were
Right.
at a function. We are the McRae Kingz, and we gave you that look. So it was a whole,
Yeah.
you know,
And I like when we do our Jay-Z Beyonce thing too.
yeah,
I love when we do our Jay-Z Beyonce thing.
yeah,
I love that. You know, it's so much fun. And people get it.
right,
They get it. They really do get it. Like people like get it. You know, um, but that's all. That's all. And a part of encouragement and confidence and
right.
and motivation and all those great and beautiful things that we always talk about when we end our show. Is it that's what it's all about. We try that's it, that's what it's about. It's about exuding that, and that is really the point.
And
you
one
know
thing that I do enjoy, a lot of people that I have befriended, that they never tried me or nothing. They just wanted to be my friend.
hmm
And they see my confidence level and they see the arrogance, and little by little I start laughing, going, "Ooh, you turning into a little JoJo."
hmm
And I love it because it's like
what
you standing up for
what
yourself.
your energy is rubbing off on
Right.
me.
And they're
Yeah.
standing up for themselves. Hey
hmm
Hattie, they're standing up for themselves. They're not letting people run over them no
Yes, because
more.
Melissa is definitely a twin Joseph.
Well, Melissa was that before.
She was there before, but she's definitely, she was a small little flower in the beginning because she didn't know you. But now that you guys have a relationship, she is
A
just
tree standing
she
tall
she
next to
is
me.
Joseph. She is Joseph, the female version of Joseph. And that's what I love about Melissa is that now you can't you mess with Melissa and see what happened to you. Mess around with her and see what happened to you, because she gonna give you Joseph.
The
Yeah,
business.
she gonna give you the business. And that's what I love about her is that she's blossomed out with you into this social butterfly. Um, and
I'm still working on social part.
Well, yeah, but no, no. But when it comes to you, the one thing that I can say is Melissa in your relationship is such that she can talk to you about anything
Oh
and be
yeah.
comfortable.
Because
You know,
I'm not a person to judge anybody for what
right?
they've done, what they're doing now.
hmm
As long as you ain't hurting yourself or hurting nobody else,
hmm
hey.
Now, Monica has always been outspoken. She has always been Monica. She's like Monica. Monica gonna say what she gonna say.
And don't
And
care, and I
that's
love it.
it.
And the child, I love when Monica get to cursing because that means she fed up and she has had it.
Ooh.
She an Aries, but she ain't got a filthy dirty mouth like me. Yeah. But once she starts, yeah, you ain't gonna shut her up because she gonna tell you in a minute, fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. She ain't gonna let you mess with her. She ain't
No,
gonna let you mess with her.
She ain't gonna let you mess with her.
That's just that's just life. That's what I'm saying. That's life. We all come from different cultural and social backgrounds, and that's what makes us so unique. That's the great thing about life is that we're all unique. We're all one. And when I say one, we are our authentic self. There's nobody in the world like you, Joseph.
Nope.
Nobody. You are your authentic self. There is nobody. There's no replica. There's somebody that can be Joseph like, but there's nobody. There's only one Joseph. And that's the great thing about living in life is that I'm individually me. I'm individually me, unapologetically me. That's the great thing about life is there's nobody else on the planet like me. you know even I mean, you have people that are twins. They have a twin. And
even as twins, they different.
Yeah, they're different. Yeah. That's what I love. I love being different. I love being only me. I love it that there's only one Tramel on this planet, and nobody can compete with that.
I love the fact that though Tramel and I are alike, Trisha, you laughing because you know what I said about Monica is true. Um, Even though me and Tramel are a lot alike, we're a lot different, and that's what makes us work.
Right.
That's what makes us work.
Right.
And
it took us a long time to realize
it.
that.
It took us a time to realize that because in the beginning he was trying to change me. I was trying to change him. I wanted him to be more mean. He wanted me to be more nice. And then we had to realize that's not who we are. Right. If you want to be nice, Tramel, you go ahead and be nice. Joseph, if you want to be mean, go ahead and be mean. I can't. It might be awkward for both of us. It is. I've been in I used to make Tramel. It would be awkward to Tramel to see me be rude to someone that he was nice to, but it's also awkward to me to see him be nice to somebody that I don't like. So we both are in that situation where, you know, it's awkward sometimes because he's rude to some people now. See now, because he done found himself.
Well, I would get mad at you for being rude to people. And I'll be like, Joseph, that's not necessary. But then now I have to say, you know what? That's just who you are.
Right. But see, now I have to reel Tramel in sometimes because with finding himself, Tramel kind of goes overboard sometimes. And I have to reel him in and be like, babe, is it really worth that? Babe, is it really like, come on now? And then he tell me, no, you need to open your mouth more. And trust me, no, I don't. I know what I'm doing. I see there's a difference. I've always opened my mouth. And as I got older, I realized I don't have to open my mouth as much as I do. But when you have somebody that really never opened their mouths, start opening their mouth, it's like they got to address everything, everybody, all the time. And it's like, because I've already done that in my life, it's like I back down from it sometimes because I don't want the confrontation. I don't want the bullshit. I ain't trying to explain. I don't want all the things that are going to come with me opening my mouth. But when you haven't done it and you see the results you get when you do it, it's like, ain't nobody going to get over on me. Ain't nobody just going to say what they want to say to me. I'm going to address everything. And I be trying to tell Tramel sometimes, babe, just let it go. Just, it ain't worth what you about to go through. Now, fuck it. I'm going to do it. Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. But then when he see me go off on the tangent, oh, here he come a running. Babe, let's go. Babe, no, you don't have to do that. Let's not do that because he knows I'm going. I guess he feels he more in control of himself than I am. But when you're on the outside looking in, it looks totally different.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm like, oh, child, I know how this could escalate to a whole nother level because I know my husband. Child, let me talk him off this fence, child. Because this bitch don't know what they about to get into if they say the wrong thing to him. And I guess he feels the same way about me. I know my husband's mouth and he gonna start spewing all kind of things to this person. So let me just, you know, try to get him right. Right, Trisha. I'm the same way. I'm tired of arguing with people. I've done it all my life. And now that I'm
Yeah.
52, it's like I just want peace.
Hmm.
Sometimes, I have my moment, but most of the time I just let things go now. I don't have time. Like, especially if I know you're a liar and all you're gonna do is lie to me, I'm not gonna confront you. Confront you for what? Because you're just gonna keep lying and you're just gonna keep making me angrier and angrier and angrier. So I just pretend to walk. I walk away and pretend like, okay, you're a liar. I know who you are now, and go about my business. I don't. I just want peace. I don't want the arguments. I don't want the chaos. I don't care what you think. I don't What you think about me is not my business. It really ain't. I don't care. You choose to be around me or you
Good.
choose not to be around me. But, at the end of the day, y'all, you got to stand up for yourself.
Hmm.
You Like I said, people make the decision to be around you or not be around you. Hey Monine, and
That's sad.
it is what it is. But on that
Hmm.
note, y'all, we gonna get up out of here because we gotta get up early in the
Oh
morning.
yeah.
So make sure you're watching us on all social media platforms. You know what they are. Hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Also hit that notification bell so you know when we drop videos or when we are going live. Check out the McRae King's boutique. The link is in the description box and it's also on the community wall. For everything McRae Kings and Dare to Be Different. If nobody told you today that they love you, know that Tramel and I love you, and there's absolutely, absolutely nothing you can do about it. Also, if you would like to support the McRae Kings platform, the Cash App is in the bottom left hand corner. Please, all donations are necessary. Well, all donations are needed, and we use them to put them back into the platform. With that being said, guys, you know how we end every show. Walk in love, peace, sunshine, happiness, all those great and wonderful things. And always remember to have confidence in yourself and don't let anybody shoot it down. With that being said, guys, you know what it is
It's Team McRae.
all damn day. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow night.
Love you guys. Bye bye.